Hey guys, this is Crystal from Advent of the Miss Mud at adventmud.org, and this is the third tutorial in our series called the Noob series to go over various things in Advent for all our new players. And we're actually getting an influx of new players recently because our sister mud, Cities of Midoriya, is closing down this Sunday, which is May 11th, 2008. So they are used to a class-based system, and we're actually a classless system. And I thought maybe this would help them out a little bit and see if they can find a home on Advent now. Anyway, as you can see on my screen, I have my score sheet up for my new alt that I just created for this tutorial. And I'm going to go over a few basic commands to help you figure out how the skill system works and how you can customize your character pretty easy. The first command I'm going to go over is the skills command, which will actually list all of the skills that you've learned. These are non-magic skills. And you can see they're actually divided up into two groups, basic and common. There are actually four groups. The four groups are basic, common, uncommon, and rare. The basic skills actually are unlimited. You can learn as many of those as you want. Those are the not so strong skills. And then there's common, which lets you learn 20 different common skills. Uncommon, you have 10 skill points to spend for uncommon skills. And then rare has 6 points to spend in 6 different rare skills. You can actually get more skill points than that, but it does take a lot of work by using roleplay points. As you can see, the cost guide at the top states that in order to get an extra rare skill slot, you would need 150 roleplay points. Uncommon would be 60, and common would be 25. Obviously, since basic is unlimited, you don't have to spend any roleplay points for that. So back to skills. You can also see at the bottom there, it has this number or percentage called passive skill points. And basically what those are, these are awesome by the way, is that they let you roleplay and still up your skills. When you roleplay and you're not out killing mobs, you earn passive points. And what these points allow you to do is to up the percentages in your skills. Now I have 14 passive skill points. I can put those 14 into dodge and raise it by 14 points, and I'm automatically better at the dodge skill. Now for basic, it's just 1 point per percentage that you would spend. For common or uncommon or rare, it's actually a little more. I think rare is actually 4 times. So you would actually need 4 times the amount of passive to equal the basic points. So where it might cost 1 point to up a dodge rank 1 skill that's in the basic category, it would actually cost you probably 4, I'm not sure the exact percentage, to raise just 1 point of a rare skill. So there is a little difference there, but you can earn up to 400 passive skill points. And also you can see in the roleplay points guide that you can actually use a roleplay point to get 400 passive once you run out. So you can easily up your character's skills without having to kill a single mob. So the other command I wanted to go over is the spell command. Actually, let me show you how to up your passive real quick while I'm at it. So if I wanted to up my dodge skill, I would type skill dodge rank 1 14. And now my dodge is at 39%. It's pretty awesome for something that you don't have to do anything for in order to earn, except roleplay. Obviously, people can just kill golems in order to up their skills, but this is an actual roleplay only way to do it for people that don't want to grind mobs all day. So back to the spells list. You can see I've got 3 spells here, and they're each in their own school of magic: arcane, geomancy, and illusion. And I'm actually at the geomancy teacher now. So if I type prac or practice, I can see what spells and schools that this teacher will teach me. Now obviously Uh, these will also cost a little bit of gold, and you can see next to the cost list there's a lessons list. Now, essentially what this means is when I start to learn a spell, it'll tell me that it takes a little bit of time for that to sink in, and then once that lesson's over, you can see some of these have numerous lessons. Principles of Geomancy rank 3 actually has 4 lessons. I have to actually learn that 4 times. Now, it doesn't take up 4 rare slots. It takes up 1 rare slot, but I do have to learn it 4 times in order for it to be complete. So if I wanted to learn Principles of Geomancy rank 2, that's all I have to do to learn that. It'll take about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe a little longer. It really gives or takes. And then once it tells me that lesson's done, I'll have to come back and learn the other 2. And it does cost me 20 gold for each of those. And they do take up an uncommon slot. Now if I type schools, I can see what schools I've already learned, and once this lesson has sunk in and I've completed the other 2 lessons, that will show up in here as well. So then I have all my schools, my spells, and my skills. Now, another thing I wanted to go over was actually unlearning your skills. If you type help unlearn, let's say you max out your rare skill points and then a new skill is put in that you would like to use, but you don't have any room to put it. So all you would have to do is, sorry about that. He wasn't supposed to walk in right there. So all you would have to do is unlearn a spell or a skill, and it would free up that spot so that you could add something new. Now if I wanted to unlearn, say, Bludgeons rank 1, I would type unlearn Bludgeons rank 1. Did I spell that correctly? I did spell that correctly. Let's try this. There we go. So I unlearned that skill. It's no longer in my skill list. And for spells, it would be forget. We do use 2 separate commands because they are technically two different systems in the game. So back to help unlearn. You do have to repay for the skill once you've unlearned it in order to get it back, but you do not have to do anything else besides that except pay for it over again. And you will have to learn the lessons again, so it's pretty much starting from scratch. Now the skill points that you earn, I think I went over this already. That guy talking to me is really distracting, just so you know. But just type practice to know what skill points you have left. And as you can see in your spell list, that the rarity on the right matches what's in your skill list. So I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Oh, prerequisites. I did want to go over prerequisites. As you can see, there's no way that lists what the prerequisites are on your spell list, but if you go to the help file, like if I went to help and tangle, it would list the prerequisite for that is actually Principles of Geomancy rank 2. So I would have to have that rank 2 in the Principles of Geomancy before I could actually learn Entangle. So the help file is the only way to tell what the prerequisites are besides actually trying to learn the spell itself. But since I'm learning a skill, it's not going to let me do that yet. You can only learn 1 skill at a time. You don't actually have to be in the same room with the teacher while you're learning a skill. So you can actually go wander around and roleplay while that's going on. And you will get a confirmation number when that's done. I can't think of anything else right now. It's really pretty simple. There's teachers all over the game that'll teach you different spells and skills, and try out what works for you. It really allows you to customize your character. It really allows you to play any type of character that you want, a mage and a warrior, or pyromancer that's really big into swordplay, or a healer that's into hydromancy but is also into whips or mounted combat. I mean, the combinations are endless. So really try to have fun with it and create a character that um, is really unique for you. So if there's any questions, feel free to get a hold of an Immortal or one of our newbie helpers, especially you new guys from COM. Um, don't hesitate to ask questions either on the game or on the forum, because it is a new system, but it is a really solid system. So as you can see, it's not that hard to learn. It's just kind of really intimidating at first. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Thank you.